lookout here isn't going to help at all. We have
You
enough.
mean comatose? After all this, to be left in a state like that? Careful now, careful. Don't move too quickly. Everything's fine, you're safe. You're in the Citadel. I was starting to think you might never wake up, despite assurances to the contrary. I've been coming down here every day to see both you and my daughter. It's good that at least one of you has recovered.
살아도 아까 누워 있던데.
Yes, yes. She's fine. Oh, she will be. I appreciate your concern for her, but really don't worry. You've been through enough.
어떻게 된 일이지?
It's all right, you're safe now. You're in the Citadel. There was some sort of energy spike as the purifier started. You and Sarah were knocked unconscious and brought here to the infirmary. We've been watching over the two of you for days. I'm glad to see it's paid off.
정화 계획은 제대로 작동했어.
Indeed it did. The tidal basin is full of fresh, clean water now. We've been working to see that it's distributed to as many people as possible across the wasteland. In fact, I'm hopeful that soon we won't be referring to the wasteland any longer. None of this would have been possible without the efforts of both you and your father. I doubt we shall ever be able to truly repay you.
이거다. 무슨 일이 벌어지고 있는 거지?
Well, that's really up to you, isn't it? The Brotherhood has a clear plan of action. The remnants of the Enclave must be swept away. The Pride has been working to this end ever since we took the Purifier back. The only remaining question is whether we can count on you to help us.
또 도와달라고?
Indeed. We can use every able body available to us. To that end, I'm going to circumvent our standard recruitment procedures and declare you a Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. Before you do anything else, please speak with Scribe Rothschild. I'm sure he'll be pleased to see you again. He can brief you on the details of the last few weeks, as well as where our efforts are focused now. I understand that you've been through quite an ordeal, but the sooner you can talk to him, the sooner we can put an end to all this. She's right here. Unresponsive, but stable. To see that you've recovered gives me hope. Please be careful. I would hate to lose you again.
이거 시체에다 올리는 거 아니냐 이거는? 아니 이거는 맞는데 이건 시체잖아. 뭐 이런?
Another glorious day in this man's army.
생명의 물.
Another glorious day in this man's army.
Listen, I've got a question. The Brotherhood
What is
is at your service. You think we're gonna win this? I mean, we've got the Enclave on the run now, right?
Our training is superior?
We're reverse engineering their tech, so they've lost that advantage. Everything is fine.
Yeah, I guess that's a good way to look at it.
Just stick to your training and you'll be okay. We all will.
Roger that. Hail.
물 가격이 왜 이렇게 싸?
Can I talk to you?
Yes?
You think we
왜
gotta
여기서
win
잡고
this?
있어?
I mean, we've got the Enclave on the run now, right?
Every engagement we've been in so far. We've got that robot on our side. Everything will be fine.
We've made it this far, right? We'll get through
The
this.
Brotherhood is at your service.
Spend some time on target practice in the Bailey. That'll get the jitters out.
Got it, thanks.
틈틈이 생명의 물이 있네 이제. 어디로 가야 돼 근데? 아닌데.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
You honor us with your presence here.
Welcome.
여기 있나?
The Brotherhood is at your service.
없네. 아, 저기 있다.
Need something, friend?
아니. 아유 진짜.
Welcome.
더럽게 찾기 힘드네.
Well, it's good to see that you're on your feet again. I assume Lyons is immediately throwing you to the wolves? Has he told you what's been going on while you've been resting?
야, 푹 쉬고 있었다고? 사람이 기절해 있었는데? 조금 듣긴 했는데 당신이 좀 더 말해주길 바랬어.
Yes, I believe I can. Step over here for a moment, will you? I'll give you a brief history of what's happened over the last few weeks and what's going on now. As you well know, this all began with the Enclave's occupation of Project Purity here. After their defeat of the Purifier, Liberty Prime was deployed to their main headquarters here. It has been completely destroyed. Based on a combination of intelligence and field reports, other Enclave locations throughout the wasteland were found. Cut off from their leadership, it was expected that their forces would be in complete disarray. This has not been the case. Based on data and tech gathered from these locations, we've determined that the Enclave forces are still maintaining remote communications. We isolated the transmissions and found their origin point, an
Hail.
old military installation in Rockland, in the southwest. Our advanced scouts have checked over the area, but no easy access to the facility was found. So we're making our own access point. Paladin Tristan is leading the team setting up a forward base in an old car tunnel near the site. Once he's settled, Liberty Prime will be deployed. Prime's directive is to neutralize their defenses and create an entry point for the team. The team will move in, eliminate any opposition inside, and cut off their transmitter. Any relevant data should be brought back here. Now, did you have any other questions?
Need something, friend?
아니.
If there's anything else you'd like to know, I'll tell you what I can. Otherwise, Paladin Tristan will be waiting. I'll alert him that you're on your way.
가서 만나야 돼. 정화 계획은?
It was determined that the Brotherhood should directly oversee the Purifier, so as to prevent any mishaps. Scribe Bigsley was placed in charge of the operation and is directly overseeing our efforts.
리버티 프라임 제거는 어떻게 돼가고 있지?
Performance is exceeding all our expectations. He's been especially effective against the Enclave's vertibirds, for which we previously had no counter. We're fine-tuning his programming as we go, but on the whole, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's as I always suspected. Prime's real issue was energy management. And when Dr. Lee helped us solve that problem, well, the rest was easy.
뮤턴트에 대해서
Not really. No. And so you go.
아 여기서 만나야 돼? 멀리도 가야 되네. 나의 무게는 기념품 얻었네. 가격이 싸네. 정제된 물론 가격이 20인데 인주기야. 싸게 팔고 있나 보네. 아니면 공짜로 얻을 수 있어서 그러나? 아 공짜로 얻으니까 가격이 없다. 아 그것도 일리가 있네. 밤이야? 할 말 있어?
You honor us. Did you need something?
아니야.
Damn initiates.
뭐라고? 아니다. 가자. 집으로.
Here. You've done so much for us. I want you to have this. It's all I have to offer you.
고마워.
Bless you.
옷이 좀 튼튼해졌다. 그렇게 쓰진 않네. 뭐야? 얘는 못 이기지. 아 근데 이 앞에 있는 애 죽이면 어떡해. 아나 좀 이거.
Glad to see you're back on your feet.
야 이걸 너네가 가졌어?
We've got this area locked down.
이야.
Well, well, look who's back amongst the living. Some of us were starting to wonder if you and Sarah were going to pull through.
그래. 만나서 반가워. 도울 거 있나 해서 왔어.
Is that so? Well, it'll be good to have another soldier we can count on. Basic rule of thumb on these operations. Keep your head down and let the robot do most of the heavy lifting. He can take it better than you can.
질문이 있어.
Well, we've got a bit of time. What's on your mind?
엔클레이브는 계속 싸움을 걸고 있어?
Not like they did at the Purifier, no. After we secured Project Purity, Liberty Prime was unleashed on their headquarters. It was a quick fight. Since then, their operations have been severely disrupted. We're trying to use that to our advantage. We keep hitting them while they're down. We can't give them a moment to breathe safely, or else they might pose more of a threat to us in the long run.
아니네. 엔클레이브는 움직이지도 않는데 지금 공격하는 게 목적이야? 아, 그건 좀... 그 뒤에 무슨 일이 있었지?
Well, you saw most of the fighting outside. The robot paved the way for us. We just mopped up the opposition while you and Sarah headed inside. After that, hell if I know. Once we'd locked down the perimeter and gotten word that the Purifier was running, we headed in to look for you. Found you and Sarah both unconscious, and got you back to the Citadel as fast as we could.
그래서 다음은?
We'll strip the place for any usable tech, like always. Anything after that depends on what we find in there. If there's any information about other Enclave positions, we'll send that back to the Citadel and come up with a plan. But, like I said, we're pretty sure this is the last big holdout.
끝까지 밀어붙인다.
Okay, it's about time to move out. It's been pretty standard for the last week or so. We get intel on positions, go in and burn them out.
아이, 그건 좀...
The tin can does most of the work.
얘네들도 좀 심하다.
I can't complain, it keeps our casualties down. Scribes pulled in information about this place day before yesterday. Some communications facility.
그러고 혼자 계속 말하고 있어. 듣지도 않는데.
We're thinking if it's active, we can find out who they're talking to and get the last of the locations nailed down.
Communism is a temporary setback. Distance. Immediately.
아이고 나 죽었어. 아, 다 뒤로 간 이유가 있었네. 야, 말을 해줘야지. 아.
Communist detected on American soil. Lethal force engaged.
좀 빨리 떨어져.
Communist detected on American soil. Lethal force engaged. Communism is a lie. Communist threat assessment. Minimal. Scanning to structural weakness detected. Exploiting. German tank will fail. China will fall. Engaging Chinese invader.
Okay, let's keep this tin can rolling. Fire support, people. Stay on it.
Communist transmission pending. Warning. Warning. Red Chinese orbital strike imminent. All personnel should reach minimum safe distance immediately. Catastrophic system failure. Initiating core shutdown as per emergency initiative 2682209. I die so that democracy.
We need to find out what the hell just happened. There's no time to talk. Get your ass inside that base and help the troops locate the source of their transmission. Now, soldier, now!
뭘 찾으면 되지?
I don't know. Terminals, data, anything that can help us figure out what just happened and where it came from.
America will never fall to communist invasion.
처량하구만. 내가 밤을 별로 안 좋아해. 앞이 잘 안 보이거든.